12 or 11 or something, I started playing the keyboard. And maybe around 14, a friend of mine loaned me a fucking 4-track cassette recorder. It had 4 tracks in it with cassette, and I would like record stuff on there. And that's like my first experience with anything that has to do with recording. And I just kind of liked it, but I kind of left it there. And later on, my dad bought a tape machine and some microphones, and I started messing around with that, and I fell in love with it. And I would just like stay in there for hours and hours. And I started doing music for other people. I would like, en ese tiempo estaba muy fuerte lo de la tecnobanda, so I would do like little fucking pistas and shit, the tecnobanda, me playing the keyboards and the drums, because I play drums too, and the bass, and I would do like pistas and shit, and I would sell them. I don't even know how much I was selling them, probably like $100 or something, but I was maybe even less, I don't know. But it came very easy to me. Like I would just do the guias and then send them, like have them do the vocals or whatever, and do like these little mixes that I'm sure sound like shit now, but back then, I was learning. And then I always liked like the corrido stuff. Like I used to be a músico and I tocaba con mi dad. Y los corridos que yo tocaba con ellos eran los corridos que estaban de moda en ese tiempo, como el Pacas de Aquilo and that kind of stuff de los Tigres. So I would do that. I play the accordion de teclas, and then I started just producing like corrido tracks así, porque estaba muy fuerte Chalino en ese entonces ya. And that's how I got into it. And then a little bit after that, I did my own album. I recorded my own album como solista, and I went to Cintos Aquario. I got signed, and then I asked him for a job, and he gave me a job. And fuck, I've been in the music business for like, I guess like 25, 26 years already, and it's crazy. It's a roller coaster, guys. It's not easy. It's like you gotta put in work, because if you don't put in work, nothing happens. You just, there's somebody else that does put in the work, and then they take your spot. So on this, you gotta be on it every day. No. I mean, obviously, you gotta take some time out de vez en cuando, pues sí, unas pinches vacaciones de la chingada, todo eso, pero it's fucking, it's kind of stressful sometimes too, because you have 2-3 projects going on, and there's no time, and then huevo tienes que hacer tiempo para todo, y entre todo eso hacer tiempo para la familia, porque también es muy importante eso de la familia, which I think that we kind of do, pero it's a crazy career. If you pick to be a producer, or you pick to be in the music business, be ready for a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of crazy shit, ups and downs. But I think it's all good. It's all good. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm very happy doing what I do. I'm very blessed to be doing this for so long, and to know all these people that see them grow, see them make it, and that's beautiful. Friends that I've known for 20 years, 25 years. It's like I met them when they were like, some of them eran barrenderos, o eran like nomás pioneros ahí, eran el mandadero, como quien dice, and some of them now are in big ass positions, or they're on top of the game, and that's fucking beautiful. It's cool to see your friends make it, because we're all trying to make it. It's just stay in your path. You gotta stay in your path. Don't worry about who made it before you or who's gonna make it after you. Just worry about you making it. And I think that's the best way to think about it, because if you start worrying about what the guy next to you is doing, or the person, or what, like if you start worrying about what they did, man, you lose focus on what you're doing, and that just takes time. It's unnecessary. So I've always just focused on what I do. I've always just focused on my career, and did my thing. Y aquí estamos, bendito Dios. So, little bit of words of inspiration. I always talk all this shit. I'm always fucking, giving this inspirational shit. But it's just, it's happy. It's a good feeling to be able to see the fruits of your labor finally being recognized. And you look at at the playlist. Check out the playlist on fucking Apple Music. Check out the playlist on Spotify and all these playlists. And then I check them out, and I see a lot of the work that I do on there. Like fucking sometimes up to 50-60% of that what's on there I've been working on, and that's beautiful. That's like, man, that's such a blessing there. And it's just like, fuck, dude. Saludos para mi compa César El Bandero. He's on a lot of those productions too. He's a bad motherfucker right there. He's on a lot of stuff that we work on, and that's beautiful. It's cool to, you know, to see that shit, you know, because I remember at one point I would look in there, I wouldn't have not even one fucking production in there, and now I see all those in there. I'm like, fuck, how did that happen? That's fucking tight. But you know, it is what it is. We gotta work, and just because I have all that stuff in there doesn't mean that I can't, that I gotta slow down. I'm still going, you know. I'm trying to get to that next level. I'm trying to take this shit to another level where it hasn't been taken to, you know, and sound wise and production wise, and so we're gonna work really hard, you know. Fortunately, I've been you know, teaming up with a few very talented cats that, you know, you learn off everybody, you know. Everybody that comes through here has something, you know, and I learn off everybody. I try to take the best off everybody, and obviously not copy, but just, you know, learn. You always learn. Maybe sometimes you learn what not to do or what to do, and all that shit is helpful. So always pay attention to your surroundings and whoever's around you, who you're working with. If it's another musician, don't hate. Just learn. You know, learn, because when you learn, and then you make your craft better. You know, so that's the shit right there. That's how it has to be. Que dice mi compa, would I stop VDR? Fuck, that's a crazy question, dude. I mean, right now we pretty much had to stop because of the whole fucking pandemic shit. We stopped touring. I mean, I do miss it, but I mean, I fucking love this shit, you know? This is my favorite thing to do. This is what I love to do. But, you know, obviously I'm still gonna be doing that. Saludos para mi compa los desvelados, que ahí andan por ahí mis compas. A ver qué día los tenemos por acá, grabando algo aquí in Yellow Room. So yeah, maybe I'll go back, you know, when all this is over, you know, we go back, and hopefully at a better level, you know. I want to be out there, you know, trying to like working cuando de vez en cuando, you know, not always, not every weekend. I think I did that too many years. We toured like nonstop for like 22 years or some shit, and you get tired of it. You get tired of living in the road and the hotels and your suitcase and all that shit. It's mejor, you know. It's cool to be home and be at home on the weekends and fucking and go out, and you know, opposed to being on the road. I mean, don't get me wrong, the road is cool too. It's cool. I love it. You know, once I'm on stage, you forget about the whole fucking road, but it's and then you hear the people, you know, that are there to see you, and they're singing your song. So it's beautiful, you know. It's a beautiful feeling. But man, in a perfect world, I would tour 2 weeks out of the month, and then the other 2 weeks I'd be in here, just, you know. But